3. Oh, shit. You ready to press it?
Go ahead, press it.
Because I see it
It's
blinking.
recording.
It is?
Yes.
Might as well stop me.
It's going up raw, boy.
Alright, come. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to the Yaki and pushing this word with truth and sincerity with charity. As the bro Daniela
Yanagaya.
from the branch out here in GMS Chicago, coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing and be edifying. And we just want to go into the subject on, just stay strong for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Whatever state you may be in, whether it's a good one or a bad one. Because it even tells you in the book of Job, with this simple wife, when she told him, does thou still maintain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. And Job replied to his simple wife was, hey, shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, not evil as well? Because that's the balance of it. We're going to receive the balance of good and bad. Because the scriptures talk about that a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. So this is the book of Romans 15:4. It says, For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So that's a key point, man. That through patience and comfort of the scriptures we might have hope. Because this is what we lean upon. It tells you that in the book of Psalms 1 and 2. To meditate on this word day and night. Because this is the only thing that keeps us stable. When we're going through our good times or our bad times, we know that this all comes through the hand of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
And wisdom is not to be stability 9 times. And that's really going into Jacob's trouble too, but it's when he comes into this truth. A lot of people are not stable because they don't have what we have. And that's this knowledge, this understanding, this comfort, this word.
That's right. Now this is the book of 2 Timothy 1 and 7. For God had not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind. So whenever we're going through whatever state we may be in, we're heading in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, like it talks about in the book of Daniel 12:1, a day that has never been since there was a nation. All the things that you could think of, all these major catastrophes, these chaos that have been happening since, the world was. All these things are gonna come to one single time, all combined together, one chaos time. Shit, just involved in each other, man. Famine, chaos, disaster. The Lord exactly told us to what to look out for. These pestilence, these earthquakes, these famines, these rumors of wars. All these things are going to come to pass in just one time. Just one catastrophe, chaos time, all combined together. But the Lord told us that the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. The Lord told us to stand boldly for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's name. We're confessing his name throughout, to the Gentiles, to these heathens, to the 2/3 of our nations. We're confessing Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's name. And we're hoping for the good, man. We're hoping for the good to come, and we're just expecting nothing for the best to come.
He cares upon him, for he cared for you. Everything that we go through, all the trials, afflictions, and everything. Hey, just cast all your cares upon him, for he cared for you, man. I got one real quick. You was done with?
Yeah.
This is Psalms 37 and 25. It says, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. So at the end of the day, the Lord got us. No matter what type of situation we're in, whatever predicament, any sticky situations that we come across, the Lord got us. And let me get it. It's Sirach. Real quick. Sirach 2 and 10. It says, look at the generations of old and see You know, the brother already started off with Romans 15:4.
Mhm.
Everything written in 4 times written for our learnings. All right, so we have these scriptures to give us hope. You know, everything that these prophets of old time and our forefathers went through. You know, it showed how the Lord got them out these jams, man. You know, it says, Sirach 2:10. It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? All right? And that's exactly what he never forsake him. He never despised them. All right? They were never confounded. Those that actually put their trust into the Lord and seek the Lord, man, the Lord got them. You know? Hey, the scripture talks about also, hey, the fowls of the air. he says they get fed. Aren't you not much better than them? No, I'll get that.
God.
Go ahead, Slack, yeah.
Right.
I didn't get that fowls there.
You go ahead. You go ahead and hit that first.
This is Matthew chapter 6 and 26. I'm going to start at 25. It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat and the body than raiment? All right, so don't worry about those things, man. Let the heathens and the Gentiles worry about them things, man. All right, we're not going to worry about those things. All right, verse 26 says, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them. Are you not much better than they? All right, so the Lord got us. And the fowls, the birds, man, they get fed. How much more us? The Lord got it. He says, my servant shall eat. Ye shall be thirsty, my servant shall drink. Ye shall be hungry, my servant shall eat. They shall be clothed. All right? And that's the comfort that we have, man. That as long as we continue to do what we have to do for the Lord got us, man. He says, if your ways pleases the Lord, he'll make your enemies be at peace at thee, man. And there have been plenty of situations where the Lord got us out of jams, man. Either with our adversaries, you know, simply by getting pulled over. Even at work, dealing at our jobs. You know, the Lord get us out of jams, man. Without not getting a ticket, and getting off with a warning. You know, waking up late to work, but we still able to keep our job. You know, a lot of things, man. The Lord really looks out for his men. You really have to believe that. Have faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. You really have to believe that he is, man. And he's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. You have to believe these things.
Right. That's why the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear, man. That's why we got to stand boldly for the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
That's right.
This is the book of John 6 and 16. And when evening was now come, his disciples went down unto the sea and entered into a ship and went over the sea of Capernaum. And it was now dark, and Yahushua was not come to them. And the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. So when they had rowed about 25 or 30 furlongs, they see Yahushua walking on the sea, drawing nigh unto the ship, and they were afraid. But he saith unto them, It is I, be not afraid. Then they willingly received him onto the ship, and immediately the ship was at the land whither they went. You know, and it says the day following, when the people which stood on the other side of the sea saw that there was none on the other boat there, save one, wherein two his disciples were entered, and that Yahushua went on. And that Yahushua went not with his disciples into the boat, but that his disciples were gone away alone. You know, because here you have it. The Yahweh Shai, he walked in this earth just with full blown glory. You know, like even with the glory that he had, he was still humble. You know, but he will teach his disciples. He will tell them not to be afraid, because the Lord told them also that faith is as a mustard seed, man. And that mustard seed was so very little, but that will grow into the biggest tree that you can ever think of, man. You know, so there was even this account, because that was a good one, but this is the one I really want to get. So like, this is the book of this is the book of Matthew 8, and it's like you damn. This is the book of Matthew 8, and verse 23. And when he was entered into a ship, his disciples followed him, and behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep. His disciples came unto him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. Because here you have it there. You have Yahweh Shai. I remember Apostle Gabar, he mentioned on the lesson that every single thing that's written in the scriptures was written right there for a reason. Here you have it, Yahweh Shai. He knew the storm that was coming, you know, but he was asleep because he wasn't worried about it, you know, because Yahweh Shai knew that there is nothing that could come to harm to Yahweh's servants unless the Lord ordained it. So if he knew that the Lord had his back. He knew that they were protected. But, you know, the disciples had to be built up in the spirit, man. You know, so they had that fear. But like how it says right here, verse 25, and the disciples came unto him and awoke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he saith unto them, why are ye fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the winds of the sea, and there was a great calm. But the men marveled, saying, what manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? You know, because that's the thing, that's the type of mindset that we should have. That the scriptures clearly say that if the Lord be for us, who could be against us? If the Lord's with you, there's no harm that could be towards you, man. If you're doing right by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, there's nothing that can harm you. There's nothing that can be in your way. Because if you're doing what you're supposed to, the Lord's going to keep his promise, what he promised us, man. He's going to fight for us, man. You know, the scriptures say, strive unto the truth, unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
That's right. If you're not fighting, the Lord's not going to fight for thee.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, that's beautiful, because everyone, yeah, they were all scared. You know, but you can't be scared, man. You really have to have faith that the Lord got us in these times, man. You know, and make not haste in the time of trouble. You know, we brought out that Psalms that he never seen the righteous forsaken, man, or begging for bread. Hey, and you got to really believe that no matter what, where you at, you know, as long as you continue to fear the Lord, he got us, man. You know?
Right. What does it say? The beginning of wisdom is to fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
That's where it starts, man. Because we fear our Creator.
Mm-hmm.
We fear our Creator more than the creation. The Lord created all this.
But
who are we supposed to create? Who are we supposed to fear above all, man?
He's the one that put us in this jam. He's the only one that can get us out.
Mm-hmm.
We had to put all our faith into. Everyone puts their faith into Esau and his system. We put our faith into the Lord. Because we know that the Lord got us. The Lord controls all things. You know? And what did Yahweh Shai do? He rebuked the waters, man.
Mm-hmm.
They calmed down.
Yep.
You know? So,
Well, that's all we're trying to get into. Lord willing, this was a short and edifying lesson. But with that, we'd like to end off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to Yaki and pushing his word with truth and sincerity with charity. With that, shalom and above.
Above.